You are listening to Loud on the Set with Kyle and James.
A level-headed movie critic meets a loudmouth movie cynic. And action!
All right, welcome back to the show. My name is Kyle.
This is James.
And today, James, what are we doing?
Best of Loud on the Set, Volume 4.
LotS 4.
LotS.
And without further ado, we're just going to roll right into it. This is encompassing a pretty wide span of episodes.
Yeah, I don't remember. It ends at episode 86. 40 minutes of hilarity coming right at you, folks.
The highlights.
Here we
Enjoy
go.
Best of Loud on the Set, number 4. It's
Doing
happening.
Creed. Feeling good.
Creed, otherwise known as Rocky 19, right?
The time where he died at the hands of Ivan Drago.
Ivan Drago.
Moves to Philadelphia, seeks out the help of
Rocky Baba.
How's your future looking, bright, or something like that, you know? And, oh man, it's so
Totally.
good. I got emotional. I can't watch I got emotional during Creed. I get emotional during all of the Rockies. I'll tell you what, I'm such a Rocky sap that I even get emotional at some parts of Rocky 5.
Oh man. When the robot comes into the room.
Nah, that's Rocky 4.
Is that 4?
When he has the street fight.
Oh,
when he
God.
Foot sweeps the guy, kid, when he foot sweeps him.
Oh my God.
Tommy's the underdog, man. Like, coming back from the hardships of life. You know, it ain't about how much you can hit. It's about how much you can get hit.
Yeah.
Hey, keep moving forward. That's how winning is done. Of course, I want to see it go more. This is one of the few franchises that kind of got it right almost every time, except for Rocky 5. And then story.
What you think? Did Creed get snubbed at the Oscars? Did it ever?
Oh my God. Don't get me started.
Don't get me started.
All my liberal friends,
Oh,
they're going to
man.
boycott the Oscars. I said this before on the podcast. I'm going to boycott the Oscars. They don't have diversity. Oh, yeah, you see Creed? No. Fuck you.
Dumb. Yeah.
You can tell when a movie's a Judd Apatow
Right.
movie, you know?
Mm-hmm.
It typically has Paul Rudd in it. Anyway, hey, there's a callback joke, right? From way back.
Oh my God,
Anyway,
yes.
my brother Kevin, to my knowledge and to my memory, was one of the first people in my world of hip-hop and listening to it and being a fan of it to point out, yo, you ever notice how almost every fucking song is about not stopping? And my brother Kevin would be like, "No one's trying to stop you." Like,
No.
and this pattern of, or this trope, if you will, of never stop. Yo, you can't stop us because we won't stop. Really peaked with Puff Daddy.
Yes.
Go and listen to any Puff Daddy song from like the mid '90s to the early 2000s. Everything's like, "We're not stopping." And my brother would be like, "Hey, asshole, no one's stopping you." Like, who the fuck is trying? You're incredibly rich. You like what? You know,
Yeah.
what is this perceived obstacle course that you're
Hilarious.
running? There's-
Yeah,
oh,
it's like the
just
Miley. It's the new Miley Cyrus thing. It's like the we won't stop, Like the nobody cares about what you're doing. You know, you're out, you go party all night and nobody gives a shit.
Well,
So-
Kyle, it's also it's funny too because that would hit me after the fact. Same thing happens. I later picked up on this trend that my brother so eloquently, like put in my face about Puff Daddy and the hip hop artists. But yeah, you get it with all the like the bubblegum pop and the boy bands
yeah.
later on. They go through phases like Britney Spears everybody goes through a phase of like first they launch all their mega hits, which are about like innocent love and then there's always a phase of them being doubted and I'm not a little girl anymore, I'm a woman, get out of my way, and the Backstreet Boys are Backstreet's back, all right, in sync, our strings are cut, we're not this.
Your strings are cut.
These are fucking
really?
phases.
In your boy band? Okay.
Yeah. Oh no, they're unleashed on the world. They're not going to stop anymore.
No, who will stop them? Nobody.
And every little thing is more amazing than the next. You're like, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, like. And
So just a compilation of Hans Christian Andersen fairy tales, and they added a couple roles in for me, and one of those roles was the sea monster. And the sea monster was not supposed to talk. It was just supposed to kind of be ever present and just be a little comic relief. And, well, I took it a little farther. And I told some jokes on the stage, and I really hammed it up and kind of stole the show in some scenes. Maybe I shouldn't have. But, yeah.
a joking sea monster.
Yeah, it was great. I almost told a priest and a rabbi joke as a like 4 or 5 year old child on stage, and saw my parents in the audience going, "No, cut it off." Yeah.
Early wit, early brilliance. Kyle, I wondered, in this role as Sea Monster, did you happen to reference the Patterson-Gimlin film of 1967 that claims to capture Bigfoot walking through Humboldt County, California? Was this your inspiration?
Well, I kind of just thought about sea monsters mostly, and
And the papier-mâché did the rest, I imagine.
Yeah, I had a pretty interesting costume.
Wind in the Willows.
Yes.
You told me that you played 2 roles. The role of train driver and the role of a weasel.
Yes.
The role of a weasel. What range, Kyle?
Yeah.
Tell us about your range.
Well, yeah, it kind of just came down to a costume change, really. That was pretty much the extent of the range I had at that point. But I'd like to think it went a little bit farther. Alf, the train driver. Alf, yeah. It's a fun name for a train driver. Yep. And the weasel, I was in a pack of weasels, and we roved around and did weaselly things. I made some fun noises, like and some weasel sounds, and got to go out in the audience. That was a lot of fun.
Pop goes the weasel indeed, Kyle. Pop goes the weasel.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah. It's deep.
Speaking of deep, next play. Boy, I'm having fun running down your experiences, Kyle. Let's take a journey to Alice in Wonderland.
Ah, yes.
Where Kyle starred as...
I was Lewis Carroll and the White Rabbit.
Oh!
Yes.
The White Rabbit!
Yep.
Your second small furry mammal role.
Yes.
How cute!
Yeah.
How cute!
I was always late.
First a weasel, now a rabbit. What's next?
I think that's an improvement, so probably, I don't know, mountain lion?
The logical next role for a man that's been a weasel and a small furry white rabbit is nothing other than a clock.
A clock!
A timely performance as a clock.
Timely.
In Beauty and the Beast. Cogsworth.
Yep.
Tell me,
Cogsworth
Kyle,
the clock.
did you... How many Tony Awards have you won?
Currently 0. No Tony Awards.
Shocking.
Haven't done any Broadway yet. I've been to Broadway. I saw Wicked on Broadway. It was good.
What about Newsies? Oh, what a delightful play. I love the way the boys prance around the stage, delivering their papers, throwing them here and there, and wherever.
Yeah, that'd be a fun performance.
You would be a great Newsies.
Yeah, I would like that.
Would you like to be a Newsies?
I would like to be a Newsies, yeah. But a very fun, interesting film to make, and then based on that character.
The Sum of Fears, Kyle.
Perhaps the sum of them all.
Like the fear I find myself in when I'm on the toilet and I'm fresh out of hygienic paper. And my servant boy is not answering the bell.
Yeah, I can imagine that might be quite spooky.
The worst of fears
Yeah.
are made real. The Dark Knight Rises,
Yep.
directed by Christopher Nolan.
Yeah.
You are listed in the credits as Jackass in Trenchcoat.
Yep.
What, Kyle?
Yeah, so picture it's Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania in the middle of summer, and they're doing a cattle call for extras to be in The Dark Knight Rises, and they're going to film in the Steelers Stadium. And they wanted us to wear winter clothing so that when they, edited the scene and went through post-production, it would be in the dead of winter, which is what you see in the movie. So it was about 95 degrees outside, and I decided I wanted to look good for my Hollywood motion picture debut, so I wore a trench coat and a hat, and it was...
And you looked like a jackass!
I sure did, yeah.
Oh.
I was sweating, and it was unbelievably hot, and I felt pretty silly.
The foolishness of the theater, from his days back being a sea monster, returned to being a jackass in an arena.
Yeah, I don't know if it actually said jackass in a trench coat in the credits. I don't think it was actually listed in the credits, but that's certainly one way you can interpret how I was feeling. Yeah.
Oh, I shall look for it again and take a screenshot, as the kids say.
Okay.
Jackass.
You please do send it to me. loudontheset@gmail.com. You can let us know. I'm ready.
When you have a hole in your sock, Kyle, and it's in the middle of the sock, not quite on the heel and not quite on the toes, but somewhere right in between where the bridge of your foot doesn't quite come into contact with the floor surface, what do? Do you discard this sock? Do you maintain the sock and keep it knowing that chances of filth touching your skin are minimalized?
Or was that it?
Those are your two options.
I think I'd make the sock work. Doesn't seem like too big a deal to me.
Make the sock work. Make as if he's a little sock slave driver. He's going to make the sock do the work for him.
Why, yeah, I guess that's one interpretation of that sentence, but I think you understood what I was saying.
I'm not so sure I understood anything happening today, Kyle.
Oh, okay.
My last question in my lack of understanding is, what do I have to do, George Brisk, at this very moment, to get you to recreate your Dance Dance Revolution movies for me right now?
Well,
what do I have to do to get you to dance super hard? I have the game in the back.
As fun as that sounds, I think that for your audience listening here, it wouldn't do much for them since this is all audio. So,
but I've already told you my servant boy has ceased to answer the bell.
Okay, well, in addition, it looks like you're...
James agreed to do it when he was on the show. Let's make it a Loud on the Set duo.
I don't think he did. I talked to him about it afterwards, and I think contractually we'll just finish out our conversation here, and we'll move on from that.
I'll let you hustle me.
I don't know what to tell you, George. I haven't done it in a while, so I think maybe another time might be better.
We'll save it for the outtakes, the DVD special. The DVD special.
You produce DVDs of these?
This has been Inside the Podcaster Studio.
Okay.
I'm George Brisk, and I've been talking with the lovely Kyle from Loud on the Set with Kyle and James. Kyle, send my love and my warmest regards to James, would you?
I will let him know you're thinking about him. Yeah.
And you always have my heart, you know.
Oh, yeah? Okay.
Tune in next week for Inside the Podcaster Studio. Kyle, will you be coming back?
Back-to-back
I'll take that as a
episode?
yes. Thank you very much,
okay.
And I'll talk to everybody soon.
Probably not. Okay.
Yeah,
and then they're kind of over it.
That girl's voice is so annoying. It makes the movie unwatchable to me. I've seen it once. I'll never rewatch it because I know that the whole movie's like, and then you fucking mind and I like pussy. It's
keep reminding themselves and watch Super Size Me over and over.
Yeah, am I going to watch a newscast?
McDonald's is terrible.
You might as well just watch newscasts from 15 years ago. Like, oh, what was the news on September 35th? September 35th? Did you hear that?
Yeah, there you go. We'll never know what the news was on that day.
Oh my God, I'm so dumb. Ed Rooney.
Ed, this is George Peterson.
How are you today, sir?
Well, we've had a bit of bad luck this morning, as you may have heard.
Yeah, I heard, and man, I'm all broken up. Oh boy, what a blow.
Yeah. Well, it's been a tough morning, and we got a lot of family business to take care of, so if you wouldn't mind excusing Sloan, I'd appreciate it.
Yeah, sure. No, I'd be happy to. Yeah, you just produce a corpse, and I'll release Sloan. I want to see this dead grandmother firsthand.
Ed? It's all right, Grace. It's Ferris Bueller, the little twerp. I'm gonna set a trap and let him fall right in it.
Oh! I'm sorry, Ed. Did you say you wanted to see a body?
Yeah, that's right. Just roll her old bones on over here, and I'll dig up your daughter. You know that's school policy.
Oh.
Was this your mother?
No, my wife's mother.
Ed Rooney's office.
Hi, this is Ferris Bueller. Can I speak to Mr. Rooney, please? Thank you.
Hold.
tell you what, dipshit. If you don't like my policies, you could come on down here and smooch my big, all-white butt.
And
Pucker up, Buttercup. What?
Ferris Bueller's on line 2.
Grew up and went, oh, God. I don't want this anymore.
Well, Kyle, in the thrift store bins, to be honest with you, I took the pictures, and there are tons of these things. And I created the list out of the ones that I recognized. And I recognized the words High School Musical, right? I just recognized that. But to be honest with you, there were tons of glittering boxes with all sorts of, like, shit that looked just like this. I was like, I don't recognize.
Like Hannah Montana, the musical.
Oh,
or some
forget it.
garbage.
There's so much stuff that kids clearly grew out of, right?
Yeah,
like their parents bought it for them. Oh, you're so cute the way you prance around my living room, a little consumerist drone. Ugh. And then they get too old and they go away to college. Like, what the fuck is the parent going to do with a whole room full of Glee?
That's
right?
Hilarious. Oh, yeah.
There's a lot of them. High School Music is just a stand-in for like a whole shelf of this shit.
That's
right?
the other thing we have. It was all just to put people in makeup and be like, wow, it's like they're really here. We're doing it again.
Hot girls and pretty boys movies. What do I mean by that?
God.
Here we go, Kyle. Cruel Intentions.
Oh, man.
Bring It On. Scream 2 and Pitch Perfect. Pitch Perfect's a little bit later on, but you get the idea.
Yeah. Step Up. You know, all
Yeah,
those
yeah,
dance
Bring It On.
movies. I'm dancing right now. You can't see it.
They're all...
We'll revisit thrift store movies again.
All right, good.
See if we can dig up some more mysteries about them, and bring them to you.
Because where else can you find Space Jam next to Frost Nixon?
Where else but a thrift store?
Get your paws off me, you dirty ape!
Damn dirty ape!
Well, I've never seen the movie, Kyle. All I remember is The Simpsons.
That's incredible. You have to see the movie.
I haven't even seen the remakes.
Because she's petrified by Jaws. And that's something that I've heard from other people too. Like, they will not at any point go in the ocean anymore because of Jaws. Had a profound impact on a lot of people. James is giving the face like,
What a dolt.
pansy people.
Inside.
Hello.
Hello, is this loud on the set?
It is loud on the set. Is this Allie?
This is, wow, long-time listener, first-time caller.
Allie, welcome virtually to the show. How are you?
Thanks for having me. I'm good.
You're
Home
welcome.
from the train.
Ooh, excellent. Now, Allie, we were just sitting here discussing life-changing movies. Do you have any movies that have changed your life, and in what way?
All right, this is an addendum to my list. James, you mentioned this earlier today when you were asking for Josh's list, but forgetting Sarah Marshall, I lost my virginity to that movie.
Oh my god! All right, folks. Loudontheset at gmail.com. Jesus, Allie.
Okay, you don't have to go into great detail about it, but was this a good or bad experience?
I don't know. I mean,
Oh my god.
How do you feel? Just tell me how you feel about the movie now after this experience.
I have not watched it since.
Okay, that's all I need to know. Well, Allie,
Oh my god.
this might have been the best call on the show that we've ever had. So.
Might have. Oh my god.
It's clearly a front runner.
Thanks, guys.
The
Thanks
front
for having
runner.
me.
Wow. That is excellent. Allie, thank you so much.
All right, Allie.
Thanks, Kyle and James. See you later.
See ya.
Have a great day.
You too.
I can tell you wholehearted and honestly that I was never expecting that to...
Kyle, if our friends and fans didn't believe us before, they'll believe us now.
Oh,
Unscripted,
Yep.
so little planning at times.
Wow.
Good God.
That was good.
All right,
Oh, man.
there's no clean segue here.
You know how...
All right, Kyle, I'm going to keep it going.
Oh, keep it rolling.
Check this out. Next listener mail.
Yes.
Comes from Kev.
Kev.
You know,
Our boy Kev.
yeah. And he goes, good question, you know, and then he thinks about it, and then he goes, how about Poison Ivy 2? Because it's the first time I saw Alyssa Milano topless. Kyle, you gotta understand something.
Life changing.
Kyle, you have to understand. That is so priceless, and I'm gonna tell you why right now. growing up, being young Brooklyn boys, being from New York, growing up watching Who's the Boss, seeing Alyssa Milano all over the place. She was like the hottest dream girl. She's from Brooklyn too, I'm pretty sure. Well, either way, she's like the dream girl of the 80s for prepubescent boys like us. She's like the hottest thing ever. And so for my brother to be like, the first time I saw my dream girl naked, like Poison Ivy 2? I can't even believe you remembered that.
CSI and Law and Order are more horrific than, goofy slasher movies and stuff like that. But it's all the same. Peanuts and bread, whatever.
What?
I don't know.
You just making up idioms?
It's all food, right? But it's
all Cool Red Doritos. Real quick, back to the Babadook. I watched it with Kev.
Oh, yes.
And he made the parental decision, it was on Halloween, to say, you know what, I'm going to let my daughter watch this one with us. And she's 12, I think.
Uh-oh.
I'm a good uncle. I don't even know how fucking old she is. Anyway, she's 12 or 13. If you remember what the mother starts doing at one point early on in the Babadook to overcome her loneliness, my brother Kevin's so funny, man. He's like, all right, that's it. Pauses the movie, like, go to bed, sends his daughter upstairs. And I go, yeah. I got to watch parenting in action.
There you go.
He clearly wasn't ready to expose her to flicking the bean. Flicking the bean.
Jesus Christ. I can't believe you just said that. There you go.
All right. Anyway,
straight
get back on track.
from the Coney Island robot. Flicking the bean.
All right, let's get a couple more out there.
I believe I'd seen Pink Panther before this point, but I got introduced to this knowing that I liked the Pink Panther and that the guy that I liked, Peter Sellers, played multiple roles in this film, and I was curious to see if they'd be anything like the Pink Panther Inspector Clouseau, and they were not. He plays 3 completely unique, amazing roles in the film and is a amazing chameleon of an actor. It was complete brilliance, and as an actor and a lover of film and comedy, that just shot up the charts and changed my life in that way.
Wow.
Yeah. Peter Sellers is the real deal. Check it out.
If you had a bean, you might flick it to him. I'm sorry. I had to...
All right, well,
yeah. And then her last one that I'll read for today, we'll bank the rest. Arrival.
Oh, yes. The one we have gotten so much shit for recently.
And then Kyle says, deal with it,
and
right?
now is nominated for Best Picture.
Is it really?
Good. Watching good old Sean Connery smack girls in the butt while they walk by on screen because he's such a good guy.
Do your voice.
Oh, smack their butts there when they walk by. Yes, because that's what I do, Sean Connery. Anyway, the movie Big with Tom Hanks.
Yep.
Rated PG.
And yet...
And right towards the end of it, they drop a solid F-bomb. Just boom.
Oh, do they?
Yeah.
I thought you were going to mention that he is like a kid trapped in an adult body and he...
does weird shit?
With... Anyway. A little too sexual in this one.
Sexuality aside, which might have been lost on me at the time.
And then fast forward, probably close to 30 years, and then Michael Bay makes the first Transformers movie.
Fast forward.
And this is how I know that I'm a movie cynic at this point. And I started seeking out critical reviews of movies for the vocab and the language to define them, because I went to go see the live action Transformers, and within minutes of being in the theater and everybody was cheering and loving it, I was like, this is garbage. How can I be the only one in the theater who thinks this is total garbage? So I felt alone. I feel like, wow, I really am different. Like, most of society is fucking dumb. To quote George Carlin, people are fucking dumb,
Today, James, what are we doing?
The Oscars.
The Oscars. How do you spell that? ASCAI.
We're doing the Oscars, Kyle.
The Oscars 2017. The Academy Awards. Da, 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 da.
What will they be wearing, Kyle?
Clothing.
There you go. Hey! 1 year later, you remember the joke.
I remember it.
Good.
Wow, look at that. I didn't even know that one was
I
nominated.
gotta say, I'm embarrassed at how few I've seen this year.
I know. I didn't see a lot either. I don't know what happened.
I'm up to 6.
You're up to...
Yeah.
Wow.
In the Best Picture?
Nah, I
total?
went everywhere.
Oh,
Sorry about that. Yeah, I went
thanks.
everywhere.
Oh,
6?
How many in the
Look at
Best
me.
Picture category?
3.
How many
3.
in documentary? Because I'm looking at your feature.
3 of them are in documentaries.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't care about this shit.
So...
I I mean, let's be real. Like,
Yeah.
Oscars are a bunch of bullshit. It's, what do you call it? Shit white people like?
Yeah.
I mean, this is definitely shit white people like.
I don't need anybody to validate my taste. And I'm going to pick Meryl Streep because it's very likely that the Oscars are going to reward her for speaking out. Was it during the Golden Globe?
Yeah, she got the Cecil B. DeMille Lifetime Achievement Award or something like that.
Oh, so it wasn't the Golden Globes.
Well, it may have been. I don't know if it was at Golden Globes, but she didn't win a Golden Globe. She won like a Lifetime Achievement thing. Even
so some other multi-million-dollar pat on the back bullshit event.
I mean, Hollywood is very
that she finally decided
congratulatory, masturbatory, very much like.
Forget 8 years. Forget 8 years and illegal invasions and warfare in 7 countries where drones are killing people at record numbers and record deportations. You finally speak up because one douchebag wins the presidency and says, "I like to grab women by the butt." It's unbelievable hypocrisy.
The Academy Award.
The fucking hypocrisy. We could have used this 8 years ago. We could have used it 12. Oh, Meryl Streep. Yeah.
Who's the target audience?
Welcome to the fucking Earth.
Now?
Welcome to Earth.
You enjoy talking movies and also hate movies?
All right,
On the
Kyle,
best actor. Wait, who are you
Okay,
gonna pick?
this means that audience members, please convince the boys to let me do a entirely political, a political podcast.
I've said it 100 times in this podcast. If this podcast were about anything other than movies, it wouldn't be funny. First of all, it'd be so deadly serious that it would make you cry.
Yes, that's why we have to talk movies.
Well, I'll tell you something interesting about this. I didn't know that this is a play. I'm sitting there watching with the Honey Baby. And like 10 minutes into it.
Is it August Wilson? Is it August Wilson? Is that who?
The Honey Baby?
No, the playwright.
I don't know.
It's a very famous playwright.
I don't know. I'm not really cultured like that. No.
I love Ryan Gosling. Don't get me wrong. I love to swoon over some Ryan Gosling, but
You what?
swoon over Ryan
I
Gosling.
thought you said you love to spoon over.
I would happily spoon him, although I don't know how my partner and his partner would feel about that, but
You know, only got a couple of chances in life to
spoon
do
Ryan
something
Gosling.
truly amazing.
To be spooned or not. Anyway.
with Ryan Gosling.
To spoon or not to spoon. Anyway.
Best Director. And this one's going to be interesting because we got a lot of similar movies here. Denis Villeneuve
Thanks, Kyle.
for Arrival.
It's called 13th because it's about the 13th Amendment, how the 13th Amendment outlaws slavery, supposedly, or as some people like to say, supposedly, with a B. You don't catch people saying that?
No.
Anyway. It's a humor podcast, right? Anyway.
You know, different characters when it all just looks the same.
Yeah.
Even if it's superstitial.
This exception being
right?
True Grit.
Superficial.
Superstitial?
Kyle,
Superstitial,
Kyle,
right?
it's all just bread and peanuts, Kyle.
Bread and peanuts. Always put a high emphasis on the animated part of your feature.
Exactly.
I'm so sick of seeing a generic screenplay that can just get rewritten into cute animal form like Zootopia and just exist in that world because it doesn't provide any interesting animated feature.
Great.
It's just a run-of-the-mill movie disguised into something that you can put in a kid's brain. And
oh, that's so brilliant, Kyle. Way to go.
I mean, and it's commonplace. Everything is like that, but
I think Moana probably will take it. Although I don't know, everyone loves Zootopia.
somebody read off the fucking definition of animation right now so I can go nuclear.
I agree that Kubo is the more deserving of the film.
Yay! All right.
Oh, come on. All the songs from Moana got stuck in your head, and admit it.
I didn't see Moana.
Oh.
Yeah.
The guy from Hamilton.
I wanted
The
to
guy
see
from
Moana.
Hamilton does some of the songs.
I know.
They're Lin-Manuel Miranda.
See the movie, book the vacation.
It's a princess who doesn't have a prince. It's a relief.
Oh, wow.
Disney princess with no male protagonist to...
Go see I Am Not Your Negro. And if you come out of that movie with the mentality that is the co-host of Loud on the Set, you're like, yeah, I won't watch another one of these fucking movies ever again.
You hear that, all you 5-year-old children out there? Go and see I Am Not Your Negro. Get on James' level!
Actually, you know...
Kyle's killing it. All right, go ahead, Rachel. What?
Oh, I said we should educate our young people about...
Yeah.
We should. Let's start with Moana and rapidly upgrade to I Am Not Your Negro.
Oh, that's easy bridge. Bridge and pivot.
Bridge and pivot. Then you will get a $25 gift card to the movie theater of your choice.
That's like 2 movies.
Yeah, it's like 2 movies or 1 movie with 2 people.
Yeah.
You sure you got a partner? What's he doing?
I'm eating by myself tonight.
Oh, I'm trying to...
this is gonna take some care.
Focus.
We'll get the funny out of the way at the top.
Wait, let's point something out here.
Yes.
We haven't discussed it yet.
We haven't.
This is like the first time.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway.
We're
Getting our jokes out of the way, I guess.
live, yeah.
We're doing it live.
And what was supposed to win Best Picture according to everybody?
Happy,
La La Land.
or as I call it, the happy-go-lucky, the autobiography of everybody that lives around here. Somebody asked me today, have you seen La La Land? I was like, I don't have to watch La La Land. I see it every day in this fucking city.
There you go.
Everybody that walks around with their dog dressed in little sweaters and their coffee mug in their hand and their happy-go-lucky lifestyle. I'm like, that's it, right? I don't have to watch
La
it.
La Land.
That's I live in fucking La La Land and Peter Pan syndrome all over the place.
We know nothing about La La Land.
Fuck that movie. Kyle, him and I think I don't remember his companion's name even, you know? But you remember the scene, you know? You remember the hand in the sand and oh my God, it's so beautiful. I can't.
Yes.
I wish I was a little bit more articulate for this podcast. What becomes of us if we're nurtured as opposed to punished?
Yeah.
In whether that's in terms of the profession you have to seek out because of your surroundings, or the love that you choose to express, right? Nurturing, not admonishment, right?
Absolutely.
And certainly not oh Jesus Christ, punitive. Like, what a society we live in where everything's like, you know, in the present day we're talking about the relevance with regards to mentalities today, and the mentalities today is like, oh, you came across, you walked across that imaginary line separating two people, separating the same big broad desert. Punish.
Yep.
Right. Everything's got to be a punishment. I'm the law and order. Like, you know, no. You still have it completely wrong. That is antiquated thinking. You know, fuck. All right. No, I'm risking devolving into a massive rant. You know.
What are we doing?
Stupid comedies.
Stupid comedies. We're doing some stupid comedies today. What does that mean?
Kyle, what that means is we had somebody pitch this idea to us. Stupid comedies. We'll hear from him in a second. Everybody knows them when they see them. It's that comedy that landed somewhere between the mid-'90s and the early 2000s, and we struggled labeling it, but you know it when you see it. Kind of like that one government official a long time ago that said porn. I can't define it, but you know when you see it.
When you see it.
And so you know a stupid comedy from this era when you see it.
Yep.
And so here to help us with that, Kyle, is our guest.
Our guest, the wonderful Chris, is joining us. Chris, how you doing?
Hi. Yeah, we're doing it.
We're doing it now.
Doing it
Better
now.
late than never.
What is it? Do the Bill O'Reilly quote.
Do the Bill.
We'll do it.
Fuck it. We'll do it live.
We'll do it live. All right, Chris.
Man. Have you guys seen Orgasmo?
I have seen Orgasmo.
Okay, you've seen it?
I've seen it.
All right. You haven't.
No.
Okay, so this is a touchy subject. Any kids out there, ask a parent before listening to this, because this movie is a bit weird.
I'm looking at his list. I'm thinking, did I pay money for any of these? And yes, I did. And the worst one on the list for me is Freddy Got Fingered. My fucking friend talked me to going seeing that, and it was when Tom Green was like on top of the world. Remember, he had his MTV show and all that.
Yeah.
I don't know. I guess I wasn't the movie cynic back then, Kyle and Chris, because I went to go see Freddy Got Fingered. I can't even begin to tell you what the plot was or anything. I just remember at one point he's singing like, Daddy, will you add some sausage, right? Like something like that with Daddy and sausage.
I'm the backwards man. I'm the backwards man. Like he was in a suit doing it backwards. Yeah, that's a funny movie though. That's actually that's a.
I also remember one called Surf Ninjas.
Yeah.
Was that like childish? Which one was childish? Was it Three Ninjas or Surf Ninjas?
All those ones. Funny thing, I actually just watched Surf Ninja the other day.
No.
I mean, come on, man. You never asked a dude his age. No, I'm 26. The funny thing.
You know, whoever's drunk is going to end up at the theater and is going to be like, oh, Adam Sandler's in a new movie.
Grown-ups!
Let's go watch him go, bleh. Grown-ups. A great example. You have to make them in a different way. And now everything's Netflix and Hulu and going online. It's all different. It's a different world now. You can't just walk into Blockbuster and be like, we can count on, a couple thousand people just renting this movie and we'll make the money back. And straight to DVD sequels and movie sequels, like you were saying. You know the first part of it, like you're saying they were going to make a Joe Dirt 2.
Yeah. True story.
True story. Joe Dirt 2 is a perfect
I'm gonna blow your mind right now.
Blow my mind.
Did you know there was a Titanic 2?
No.
Straight to DVD. Don't watch it. It's the exact same shit as Titanic. Like,
What would you do? Titanic 2. Is it a comedy? Is it a spoof comedy?
Well,
Titanic movie.
On Rotten Tomato, it got 1 star, so it's not that good.
Oh, like a 1%?
Yeah, it's not that good. So like,
On Rotten Tomatoes, it got 1 star. I think somehow your grading scheme is. Anyway,
did you guys see Kangaroo Jack?
Yes. I saw Kangaroo Jack, and something that's not even people that appreciate them, because you can find the 2 or 3 other people that liked that one thing.
Yeah.
But when they were made, I think that they were just kind of made to be there for a second and just totally forgotten about.
Oh, try to take advantage of the moment, right?
Right.
Again, the Larry the Cable Guy health inspector, get her done, and all the commercials it's in, and the blue collar comedy tour. Like, what else can we crank out? Oh, his own brand of fucking beer. Sure, try it. Or whatever. Like anything, right?
Yeah.
Oh boy.
It also-
Even Soul Plane has fans.
Yeah.
That was a funny movie. That was a funny
How
movie.
about, yeah, there was absolutely no money put into it.
I did like Mortal Kombat though. The first one was pretty good, and then the second
The
one
first
was,
Mortal Kombat's
yeah.
watchable.
Yeah,
That was
people
watchable.
kind of like that one.
Yeah.
What about the first Tomb Raider film? How do you feel about that?
Which
Did you
one?
see that one?
I did. I don't remember which one's the first one.
The
Is that the one where like they get like in that cave? One is that?
in that cave.
Oh my god! Could you be a little more
Is it a
specific?
tomb that they're raiding?
Oh,
Because movies
Yeah.
like this trickle out every once in a while, but you can tell that it's like the back burner, like production company, you know, that in case of emergency, break Adam Sandler glass and let loose on some movie set somewhere and make a movie for him.
It's amazing to me. One of the most amazing things on this list is Jack and Jill was even made.
Yeah.
Because this is,
Oh
like
my
Chris just
God.
said, Adam Sandler had bottomed out big time, and yet someone said, someone greenlit a project where he played himself and his own sister.
yeah.
And
Al Pacino was in that too.
serious?
Yeah.
Al Pacino? Dude, 90% of the budget must have gone to him to get him to like stand next to Adam Sandler.
Oh my god.
It's funny. Oh. Bob Schneider is a stapler, and he's gonna find out just how hard it is to be a stapler. Rated PG-13.
Now when I rewatch these, I'm like, yeah, they're garbage. Yeah, like Bubble Boy, like yeah, like oh my god, I can't believe I watched that when I was younger. I was like, I like you, and now I'm like, that's trash.
What are we doing?
Get out.
Get out of town. Get out of the studio.
Get out of my dreams.
Oh my god. Who?
This is gonna be dumb and I'm gonna hate it.
You can use garbage.
Yeah, I almost did, but I was like, no, it's too far. Too James.
Oh.
It's garbage. I'm from New Jersey, I can say it.
Yeah.
What did your boyfriend think?
Nobody
Hey, creepy
cares
guy.
about him.
Hey, Kyle. I want to make
this
sure she
is-
gets through her notes because she prepared. You know?
Yeah, most of it's garbage.
No, come on.
Okay, so this is something that I thought about for maybe 10 seconds. But have you all seen Being John Malkovich?
Absolutely. That's the exact answer
yep.
you could have expected. Continue.
Thanks, guys.
Talk to Kyle. Right? And you're all these sick, disgusting, fucking old folks that are trying to do what they do in the movie. You don't need a big, like, 35-inch high portrait of the victim. Like, do you remember that?
Yeah.
A huge photograph of him, like this big. I'm gesturing, right? This big. You don't need that, but that's to, okay, stupid audience, if you don't get what's happening in this scene, they want him. You see the big photograph of the only guy that's at this party not in on it? They want him. You don't need that, right?
I'm gonna make myself sound really dumb right now. I did not know it was happening at that point. I was so distracted by everything else that was happening. I was so engulfed in the movie. I was like, this isn't bingo. What are they doing? So I'm your stupid audience.
It punctuated it.
I'm sorry, Allie.
It
That's
punctuated
See, wait, Kyle, that's like that post-spoiler that we talked about.
Right.
We haven't released that yet.
the post-spoiler spoiler.
Yeah, where you have to explain something, so I'm like,
Oh, yes.
it was an auction. All right, Aaron?
I don't give movies grades.
That's right. Well, give it your little wacky thing.
I say
to do.
you should get out of your seat and go purchase a ticket at the movie theater and go see this film with your eyes.
Sidebar. James was incredibly bummed when he didn't get to buy the ticket from, quote, the nerd in the glass box at the movie theater.
Another job bites the dust, everybody.
Do they have a robot dispenser now? Is that how that works?
Well, we bought them on the internet.
Yeah.
We even got to book our seats.
Internet dispenser.
Have you ever done that?
Yeah.
Reserved your fucking seats? What is this world coming to?
Did you get like a martini at your seat?
No.
Not one of those?
I don't drink it. Anyway.
Well, you
Anyway, yeah, the point Kyle's trying to make is use human labor, goddammit. Like, we need jobs. Kyle, give...
If you haven't seen it, go see it. See it again and enjoy.
Get out.
See you later. You always mess up my ending, man. And you too. Oh, yeah. Kyle, you see that?
There you go.
See that? Fucking Aaron and Allie don't let me finish up things properly. God damn it, they've been on the show before. They've listened. They know not to cut me off like that. But
oh, that's good. I love it.
Anyway.
All right, well, for a true ending, thank you for listening. This was LotS 4, Best of Loud on the Set, number 4. Check us out on YouTube and iTunes, Loud on the Set with Kyle and James. Send us some mail, loudontheset@gmail.com. Let us know what you think of the show. Yeah, I guess.
Yeah, we'll get you in on LotS Volume 5.
LotS 5. Email us if you want to be on the show. Please do. Call-ins, in studio, send us some mail. We'll read it on the show. Thanks again. Go see some good movies. Have a wonderful time.
See you later.
And cut.